Plaintiffs Kayla Bowen and her boyfriend Jacob Weese rented an apartment with the defendant. But soon after they moved in, the defendant and her husband became extremely mean. And the defendant even made false allegations against Kayla, claiming she abused her child. They're suing for an illegal eviction and harassment. Defendant Megan Layman says the reason they're in court is because of Jacob. Megan says Jacob verbally abused Kayla and their baby on a daily basis and even denied being the baby's father. Megan is countersuing for rent and a stolen necklace.
Start with you.
So we moved in, me and Jacob are dating, we have a baby. We moved in August 8th with Megan and her husband. Things were going good at first.
What was the agreement?
The agreement was $250 in rent, and then we'd split the utility bills.
Okay.
We moved in August 8th. Then, like, things started happening to where Zach would come in and wake Jacob up when he came off of...
Who was that?
Her husband, sorry. When he would get off of work, because he didn't like that Jacob was sleeping.
What time would that be?
5 o'clock at night, but see, we just had a newborn baby, so he would stay up at night with the baby while I would sleep, and then just wake me up so I could feed and stuff like that. It got to the point where they were just being really mean.
You want to tell me about it?
When we first moved in, we were getting along okay, and then on September 2nd, when rent was due for September, well, in August, we gave them $180 in advance for September's rent.
And then on September 2nd, we gave them another $180.
Okay,
So
and that's
$360.
$360.
Yes.
Why'd you give her more than the $250?
Because our total after what we paid was $250 in rent and then $15 for utilities. They were short on their portion of the rent, so we ended up giving them an extra $60. Okay. On September 23rd, they ended up calling the police because Zach and Megan had become very mean at that point. Sorry, the defendant and her husband. To the point where they even called the police on Jacob at 2 o'clock on September 23rd, saying that he was yelling, screaming, slamming things, but that's not true because my baby was still sleeping.
And what happened?
The police came over. They said if they had to come back to the house, that someone would be removed. So basically just told us to ignore each other. We left later on that day, came back, and there was an eviction notice posted on the bathroom mirror we shared.
What date? 23rd?
23rd, saying we had to be out. Jacob had to be out September 25th. And I'm not going to let him go out on his own knowing he can't come back to see his little baby. So on September 23rd, we started packing.
What do you mean on his own?
They just wanted him to leave.
Oh.
But we're a couple. I'm not going to,
Gotcha.
have them evict him when it's...
Sounds like she thought about it, though.
Yeah, so they ended up calling the police. We left that day because there was lots of tension. Came back, there was an eviction notice posted on the mirror. Then they also gave several other ones.
Several other...
Eviction notices.
To whom?
To him.
More than one?
Yes.
For the same thing?
Yes. They posted one on the mirror.
Let me hear from her now. Ma'am?
I can't believe you're standing up here online to begin with. We're not here because of Kayla. We're here because of Jacob. Jacob was verbally abusive to Kayla to where he would cuss at her every day nonstop.
Was
he denied being... No.
Okay.
He denied being the father of her child.
Did you?
No.
Okay.
And he would get into Kayla's face and the baby's face and yell at them.
Would you?
No.
It got to the point where when they were speaking about the police statement, we did call the police because he accused us of stealing his phone.
Did you?
Yes.
Okay, you got a yes there.
He started trying to break down our door and threatening that he was going to bust it. And so we did call 911. I have the 911 call right here.
And you told them that, obviously, that he was trying to bust your door down.
Yes, and it's even written.
What did they say when you told them he was trying to bust
Sent out
your
4
door?
officers.
4?
Yes, and they showed up within like 5 minutes, and they separated us. And then they kind of just said, stay away from each other. You have to give them a 3-day eviction, which I did. And this is the one, and I posted one on the fridge, and I handed them one. And then I saw it ripped up in the trash, and so I gave them another.
She also posted one on the mirror and signed it with a heart. So, and I have a copy of that.
When did you evict them?
September 23rd. They left on the 24th.
Voluntarily on
Yes.
the 24th? Did you?
No, she had also said that they were breaking their lease and we had to be out by Friday because they were leaving
What
Friday.
would Friday have been?
Friday would have been the 28th.
But you left
On
on...
the 24th, because we had eviction notice on the bathroom mirror also saying that...
You said you had 3 days, though.
It said by the 25th, so it's actually 2 days.
There's more Judge Mathis after this.
They're not respectful of privacy, and there is certain kind of like unwritten rules about having a roommate, and they didn't respect that. I know they didn't give back their key
Where do you get your information?
from her.
Oh, good
And
enough.
then-
Have a seat. Thank you.